Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming, playing Hard West. So first of all, although I'm back at the same place where I finished the last video, in the new chapter I think, because I think this game syncs one story with another, so you're playing one character and now we switch to a different character, and at some point I'm assuming they'll join up the stories. There may be more different stories as well, but I think they all come together at some point, at least I'm assuming. So also I've already played through this mission and I got killed, and I decided not to post that video, not because I mind being killed in the video, because that happens often, but because I didn't think it really helped, and I thought I'd have to play it again anyway, so I thought I don't want to do two playthroughs of the same mission. So I thought, so what I learned from the first mission was, when I got killed, is, and I didn't know, because I've not played this much, is when you start this mission, you may think two things. One of the things you might think is, I'll need to run around to all these levers and start pulling them while we're defending ourselves against people attacking. And the other thing you might think is, we'll just have to kill all the enemies off and then do the mission, which is a bit XCOM-y, for example. And what I learnt from the first mission is, you're going to end up having to kill off all these people attacking you, because there's a lot of them and there's only us and three other persons. So they are B person, they person, C persons and us. So it's going to be very hard to be running around trying to pull levers when they're going to be coming through windows and shooting through everything. So the best thing is to just try to kill them. Stay in one room and kill them. Once you start running around and splitting your force, it's bad anyway. The other thing I also learned is, this game's very hard to know what's going to be good. And what I mean by that is, there were situations in the last mission that I failed. I'm not blaming this on why I failed, but it's where you are standing in front of people, literally, and they've got no cover, and you have 25% or something hit chance, and that doesn't make any sense. And then they shoot back at you and they hit you, although you're behind something. So for example, I'd be there behind that cupboard and someone would be standing here or there, and I'd have some cover, they'd have none. I'd have a 25% hit and miss, and they'd have a shot and hit me. So it's hard to know where a good place to go is, because the way the game is, it doesn't equate to what you'd think. I don't know whether that's by working out odds in a strange way or what it is, but you know, we've all played these kind of games, and if you're standing in front of somebody and they've got no cover, the chance to hit them ought to obviously be more than 25%. So anyway, that's what it is. So I know from playing already that they start shooting through the windows. So what we'll do is we'll take up positions, because they're not here yet. So we're going to take up positions, because they actually shoot you quite well through the windows. In fact, in the first playthrough, I think it's this guy here got killed before we even got to move, because people shot him through the window. So what we're going to do this time is we shall take preventative measures to not be killed. Here you go, there. And we'll see how it goes. So yeah, last time I kind of had a plan of moving to the levers on the top left hand side of the screen, but I was leaving a guy or two behind to try and keep a passage to go back the other way, and they got shot down really fast. So this time, and there's quite a lot of enemies, and some of them are quite high hit points, some of them are 7, so they're quite high. It might be, if I played this more and more, and I was much more used to it, it may be that you can run through all the rooms pulling the levers while fighting off these attackers, but having just done that, it's difficult, because like I said, there's a lot of them, they come from different places, and I would think it's going to be very difficult. Madwoman was killed. Okay, well, you know. And a paranoid madman was killed. So this has already gone better than last time. Because last time by now we'd already lost one person. Literally, and it's a person, because they're called persons. At some point we'll probably have to move a bit, or we want to at least whittle down their forces a bit. And I'm assuming because they're madmen and madwomen, mostly, they're going to not hold back. Their plan, whether it's their plan or what they do, is they're going to try and attack. So that works well, because then we can kind of wait there and try and pick off a few. Yeah, they're just going to walk in, and so that's good. This is one of those things you kind of only learn because you've played the game a lot, or you've watched a video or something, because like I said originally, my thought was to run into those rooms straight away over there and start pulling levers. Oh, another thing is that, I forgot to say that these guys run out of ammo. These guys that are helping us seem to run out of ammo very quickly. So be wary if you move, because if you move and you're out of ammo, you then can't shoot and reload. You can only do two of those three things. So no, we don't want to get a hit here. I don't know why we can't shoot there. We've got 8 out of 9 bullets in our gun, according to that. But it won't let us shoot, I don't know why. Again, all these things are things that are probably very obvious if you knew the game, but I don't, so maybe we're not in range. Okay, that's probably what it was. See? He's not in range. I've worked out that bit now, that he's not in range. Okay. This time I'm doing it, I was a little bit, not cavalier, like I said, the setup I made for the first playthrough when I got killed and failed was of trying to run around and do everything while I was shooting. This time I'm doing it a bit more conservatively. We can shoot. Yeah, let's shoot. Okay. Well, I suppose in this game, if you shoot at somebody and you miss, they use up some of their luck, like our guy just did. So it's not bad to shoot at people, even if you don't think you'll hit, because you'll use up some luck and they won't have bad luck for the next time. So that's good. And as long as you have no plan to move, you can reload and shoot. So like you can see here, we've already killed I think 4 of them. So if we were trying to run into that next building while fighting off this many people, it would be hard. Okay, so that's a mad person. I like the play on words with these persons things, that's quite funny. So we're going to shoot a mad persons. Yeah, good. He's got a bigger gun, as I say. So we can probably shoot him, and he's a sheriff. In fact, he's the one that killed us at the end of the last playthrough. So he needs to die. Out of ammo, that's fine, because we have spare point. Psychotic madman. We've got one of our things here which I used early last time, is a golden bullet, which is good, but this time I'm going to say can't miss. But you won't probably get back enough luck to use it again, but you need luck to use it, and you need to have a lot of luck, don't we all? So I'm not going to use it yet because it might be better to save that. I'd like to shoot somebody, but let's go in here. We might get a good angle from there. Not really. Well, as I said, we'll take a shot at him because he'll use up some of his luck by not being shot. Ow. So yeah, they've got quite a lot of people coming in, and the mad people aren't that hard to kill, and they've got lower hit points, but some of them have quite high hit points, and they're very hard to kill. So, okay, that's good. Kill him.
To the end, Turner swore, spat blood.
So we killed the sheriff
once more,
and he cursed as he died. Well, whatever. That's good for him. Let's shoot that mad. Are we out of ammo again? Oh, we're out of ammo again. Good, 58% will do me. Yep. Okay. Mad person was killed. He's also out of ammo. Everyone's always out of ammo. Yeah, and like I said, take a shot if you use up their luck. Oh, we hit. That was good. As I said in this game, if you run into those red circles, as I found out when I failed the previous attempt, that's their Overwatch, so they'll shoot you. I should have realised when I did it, but I wasn't thinking, and so I just ran into that area with the sheriff last time. Right near the end, I'd almost killed everybody, and I got killed in there, so that's not what you want to be doing. Okay, so I think there's someone around there, and also we need to go in there anyway, so let's... won't go in there because then we'll only have to stand and be shot. We'll do it next time when we've got an extra turn. I didn't get far enough. The last turn went on a lot like this, but I don't know whether you get more reinforcements spawning in or not. So I'm not sure whether you need to be aware that after you kill these, that's it, or whether they come back in, or whether they keep spawning in, or... Missed, of course. So with him, we're gonna... Based on we don't know what's going to happen, whether more guys are going to spawn in, that guy's 100% hit and he's standing in the open, so that's good. Of course we're out of ammo. Over there. The reason I moved that guy further, okay, it didn't work. I was doing a thing I often do in games where I was trying to bait them to shoot the guy that had more health rather than the guy who was on low health, and that guy killed me anyway, so that was annoying. So are really going to kill that guy. Yeah, he's annoyed me a lot. That's fine, because next time they won't be able to shoot us enough to kill us, so. That's the problem, so you're out of ammo. So, you load, but then the shot percentage is rubbish, and if I move I can't shoot, which will give him a better chance to shoot me, so I'll hide a little bit, I think. Yeah, he's done everything he needs to do, and I'm very aware that we need to pull this lever things.
Solomon restored partial power, but not
Because
enough
as I
to
said, I
start the
don't know whether
device.
more of them are going to spawn in or what's going to happen, so I want to get some of these lever things out of the way. Okay, he needs to do that because I think we need him. Us, that's us by the way. We need us. You can always rely on yourself because these guys are kind of hard to kill, and we've got a health potion. There's no point in us standing. Oh, that's annoying. A really good shot on him, but we haven't got enough ammo. So in that case, we will have to do that thing where we're going to try and give this guy that problem. You can't shoot both of them. If he shoots the guy outside, so I say jinxed. We've got a lot of luck. Okay, that'll do. Good. He's got a loaded gun as well, so if we come in here, theoretically, he's got no cover, he's stacked. I'm going to do something I may regret. I'm going to use the golden bullet. Oh, I haven't got enough luck. How terrible, okay. That's not good. It's very irritating in any game I've ever played, where you get to the point where there's hardly any enemies. But they're still doing this thing where they're fighting and shooting, and you just need to kill like one or two more. Oh, I'm a bit worried about myself now. Why can't I shoot? let's have a go. That doesn't surprise me.
Cliff froze.
Okay, well that's good, he's dead. And now what we really don't want to do is get killed ourselves. That would be very bad. Yeah, okay, shoot him, I don't care. Well, I do care, but you know. Okay, we killed another psychotic madman. So now we just have these lever things to go. I have to say, I'm not a big fan of this, not this game, it's not this game's fault. I'm not a big fan of missions where you have to run around to numerous places, pulling things, pushing things, picking things up. I would much prefer to have a mission where, yeah, you had to fight off a lot of people, but the thing you needed is maybe one thing or two things, because these missions are just a lot of running around. Now, I've got to run here, run there, it's all a bit... I'm not going to run in there because there might be someone in there. I'm not sure if we've killed them all. No, okay, let's do it. I think they're all gone actually. But yeah, I'm not really. Yeah, it's like the missions where you have to clear an area in different games, and this one little enemy somewhere that you can't find. It happened in the obvious example is XCOM, where it's often somewhere you go and there's a chrysalid somewhere in one of those retaliation missions, and you have to go and run around looking for it because it's somewhere right on the outskirts, usually underground somewhere, and they're irritating because you finish the mission. Phoenix Point has those things where you've got one of those little worm things somewhere and you have to run around looking for it because you failed to kill it the first time, or you didn't even see it the first time. And yeah, I find these missions a bit irritating. So now if there's no more enemies, if this mission could just end, there's no need for it to go on to do this, because if there's no more enemies, then what's the point of running around doing this? So yeah, I'm not a fan of this at all. Because it's just lots of running around. But okay, it's what it is. I'm still playing it as if there might be danger. So I'm gonna bring my persons to covering spots just in case anyone else breaks in. I don't know if it's going to do that thing where just when you think you've got to the last lever, suddenly there's some new danger. I don't know. Is that the last one?
Solomon restored full power. The machine came to life on its own.
Oh, good.
Suddenly, a blinding flash suffused the battlefield, along with a thunderous blast. The power of the meteor, now inverted, invaded every mind in the area.
That's
All in
harsh.
the vicinity were cleansed of madness, but in its place, only blanks remained. Some awoke as from a bad dream, others stared emptily,
Well,
several dropped dead.
that's life. You can
Over
either
the
be a
next few
mad
weeks,
person.
Pinkertons appeared by the dozen to help rebuild the town. The crisis was over. DeLear vowed to protect the machine until it was needed again.
Yeah, you can either be a mad person or a zombie person. And I think in general it's better to be a zombie kind of person, if that's the way it ends up when you're mind's blank than to be a mad person running around killing people. At least you're not dangerous to others. These blank mind people don't seem to have hostile intentions. Okay, so let's just see what happens next. That's obviously the end of that chapter. As you can see, there's lots of little things. That's us from before. I don't know who that is. Which shall we do? We've got new guy. Or we've got that guy that was us in the beginning. I think we should play us because we were used to him at the beginning. I don't know who the other guy is.
You lost everything, became an outlaw on the run, but you still had Florence, the love of your life. You were drifting through settlements, evading the law, gambling. You did well enough, but whenever you won, someone had to lose.
Yeah,
and if there was something the masked man truly would not stand, it was losing.
He does not look happy.
Then, out of thin air, a gentleman appeared.
Another one of those strange occult spirits
your predicament
amulet
in return for your soul. Unaware of the gravity of your situation, you told him to go to hell, just as they surrounded the saloon.
Well, no, I mean, even if the situation was really grave and they were going to surround the saloon, I don't think I would want to make a deal with some shadowy person that appears and then disappears, based on the fact that that same guy led my father to buy a cursed amulet, and that affected our whole life and made us an outlaw, basically, the culmination of that act. I don't think we would want to be dealing with that guy regardless. I'd rather go down dying as a human than make a deal with the devil.
Every way out was barred or blocked. Enemies positioned themselves outside the windows.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to continue this video now because this is obviously going to be a whole new mission. Time to die. Take as many of them with you as you can. That's a bit brutal. Does that assume we're going to die? I will make another video of this because I want to see where this goes and what happens after this, if it's saying time to die, which is one reason I started this second mission, is to see what it was going to be. And I'm interested to see where it goes now, because if the premise is we've got to die, which is what it says, time to die, then what happens? Is that the end of this chapter completely, or do we come back and know this is a bit occulty, come back as a ghost or something? It is a little bit, not confusing, a little bit difficult, I think, to be in one character like we were with this guy and our father and Florence, and then you're suddenly somebody else, playing somebody else. Even in games where you're really involved in all the characters, and the game I can think of is Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, where you're the Witcher and then a few times you're Ciri. Even that is a little bit off-putting because you're not used to being Ciri, and although you know the Ciri character very well, you're still not used to being her, so it's a bit odd and you don't know how to play her. And there's not many like that of those missions in that. And in this, you've sort of been one character for like a couple of missions, 3 missions, 4 missions, and then suddenly you're another guy who you don't even know exists. And so it's a little bit... But anyway, thanks for watching. We'll come back and do this mission, see what happens when we die, see if we go to hell, go to heaven, or come back as a ghost, or we don't actually die and that's just a misleading statement. And then based on that, I'll decide whether I'm going to make any more videos on this game or whether I move on to another game. I've got quite a few more games lined up. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you're having a good weekend. Take care.